Murphy Jack, how do you feel about Insta travel?
Oh, fuck it. Monetize it. $5 a piece. Get our second billion.
Fuck off, man. Get
I
out
like
of
it.
here.
I like it. That's the best take I've heard so
That
far.
is that is
Yeah,
amazing. Hyper
that's
capitalist. Go.
glorious.
Open Comms Radio, your place for open communication here in the verse. Sometimes maybe when you're in the game and playing the game and you go, gee whiz, I wish I had something to listen to. Well, you could turn on Open Comms Radio, or maybe sometimes you want to play the game really, really bad, and there's a new patch coming out, and oh boy, they've been hyping it up for days and weeks, and then they released a post, and they were like, oh, we got the patch coming out for you, and they don't release it, and then you just kind of sit around and you got nothing to do. So you pop onto the Twitch there and you listen to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. We meet every week Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. I didn't do the math for Central Time. I think it's like 7 or 12 Central Time. We'll figure it out. We got some guests today. But before I do that, I'm here with my good friend and friend of your mother, Duke Lato II.
How you doing? Thanks for having me, Jar
Dookie.
Jar.
Dookie Wookie. Duke, you're the co-host.
I know. I wasn't talking about the show. I was
You
about
can't
earlier
keep.
when you had me.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just happy to be here. I'm
Ah,
psyched. I'm really
happy to have you
excited.
here. Yeah, you're a free man.
It doesn't feel like freedom. It feels more like when you work a double, or your partner doesn't show up, so you're working two jobs.
You gotta cook. You
But
gotta
yeah,
clean.
yeah.
Drive
My wife's away,
everywhere.
folks, so I'm doing daddy jobs and mama jobs.
You texted me the other day, and I felt the tears. Like my phone got wet.
I don't know if that was me. I think you might have just been crossing streams again.
Well, speaking of crossing the streams, we have a very special guest here today. Sometimes here at Open Comms Radio, we do have special guests, and tonight's guest is indeed someone you may know, host of the Captain's Table, the Astro historian, Paul Shelley of the Astropub. Astropub, thank you for coming on Open Comms Radio.
I don't know how I feel about being introduced as the crossing of streams. I've heard that that's when bad things happen, especially when splashback.
Yeah, but sometimes you
Well,
have to cross the streams in order to defeat the big bad.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that kind of like a very unhygienic way of defeating the big bad? You having to cross the streams.
I mean,
oh my God, guys, hold
get
on a
tested.
second.
It's free.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on.
There we go.
Wow.
Is the robot recording? Yeah.
Is he?
Right. No, we're fine. We're fine. It's cool,
You're sure?
guys.
You're sure he's recording?
Duke.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
All right.
We
All
got
right,
it.
we
We got
got
it this time.
Jesus.
We got it. Meme Dog's in chat. He says very professional. Black Wicket says class act.
Hey, this is the behind the scenes, okay? A lot of big YouTubers, you'd have to be like a double, triple Patreon in order to get like the
Yeah.
the cutting room floor stuff.
You have no idea
Yeah.
how many things have gone wrong in the Captain's Table in like 10 years of me doing the Captain's Table. Like this is nothing. I've had computers literally light on fire in the waiting room. So it's like, you have an active fire in your room? Get off the stream or get off the prepared stuff and take care of the fire, please.
Yeah. Honestly, our listeners, they don't care. You know, these are the people who would stay up late at night, 2 a.m. watching Cartoon Network.
Oh man, those were the days.
Those
were the days.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show, and I'm here with the Astropub. The Astropub of Astro Historian, host of the Captain's Table. Astropub, how you doing?
Good.
Thank goodness.
My day job is a teacher, and so I've got about 2 weeks until school's over with. So I'm in that stage of like the good students are all like, yeah, I'm done, I'm good, I've got all my things done, and my bad students are like, I am very far behind. So I have a combination of some classes I'm just doing nothing, and some classes are like Mr. like
Yeah.
Because I
Good
teach
Lord.
seniors, so a lot of them are like, I gotta go to college. I'm like, well, you gotta do your work. Go to college.
Last 2 weeks of school, they're not done yet. They have senioritis.
Oh yeah,
Right.
hardcore senioritis.
Yeah. I didn't do shit my last 2 weeks of high school.
Yeah, but
Well, that's
to
the
be
problem,
fair,
is
you
that they've
didn't do
been
shit your first 4 years, so
That's fair. That's a good point.
so with them is they haven't done any. A lot of them haven't done anything in the last month of school, which is why they're currently panicking about not passing their senior year.
that'll happen.
You know who else hasn't done jack shit recently?
CIG.
CIG.
Oh.
All day today, hanging out, waiting for the patch. 4.8. Oh, here it comes. Oh, gee whiz. Look at this big old new ship. And here we are at 9 o'clock, 9:09 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Nothing. Crickets.
Right. And it's got to be out tomorrow, right?
Today.
Today. This is the day.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it could come out at like 11:59 today, and they'd still be
Oh
good.
yeah, it'll come out at 11:59 Central Time because they go by Central Time. So
Do they?
yeah, because their head office or the office that is all the pushing and publishing is Austin, Texas, where I am. So that's why
That's good to know.
So everything is done by their time. So it's like why all Star Citizen Live and as Inside Star Citizens release at like around noon Eastern, between noon and 1, because all of it is in the UK. So it's like 5 hours ahead. Like they're usually finishing up work.
Right.
Right. These guys living all over the world, all this breadth of experience, and everything they're doing. And it seems like they can't do anything right. The community here starts in the community. I don't know if you've been on Spectrum, Astro.
I try to avoid it.
You try to
Smart.
avoid
My own
it.
health.
Well, here we live in
Oh
Spectrum.
God. How can you?
Yeah, this show.
This feels like a trap. I've been trapped inside the dumpster with the dumpster monsters.
Hey, true power is only
No.
given to those who are willing to lower themselves to pick it up, and you can't get much lower than
Yeah.
Spectrum.
You'll Reddit,
Can't get much lower than this.
but I mean that's probably about the.
That was
It's
what I was
about
gonna say.
the same level there for my experience.
Yeah. Well, when this patch does finally release, supposedly it's coming with a big old wipe.
That's right.
Big old wipe of everything.
It's very hygienic.
They're gonna
I find it.
They're gonna wipe your money.
Thank God.
They're gonna wipe your cruise lux.
Oh, that one hurts.
They're gonna even wipe your reputation, who you were.
But I was a nobody anyway.
Listen, I had 1.5
Yeah.
billion credits. This is communism. All right, that's all I'm going to say. This is horrible.
It's taken from the rich and just
The wipe?
just getting rid of
Yeah,
it.
no, I am of the opinion that like wipes are important, especially in alpha, and we've needed one for a while. But CIG's been super like careful about it,
Yeah.
which I understand why, because they don't want to like. I don't know how long either of you've been in the game, but I remember back in the day, when like they would wipe every patch, so it would be like 2 months of play, and then like it's all gone. So like now it's back to about a year or so, which isn't it's not awful, a year of gameplay.
Mhm.
It's true,
Yeah. I hope they just keep wiping it all the time. I'm gonna be honest, and I hope when they do wipe, they wipe everything.
I mean, I hope they wipe it every
And
time there's a big exploit. Definitely.
Mhm.
Because it ruins my gameplay when someone gifts me like a random billion.
You lose the motivation, and
Exactly.
that's
yeah. Oh yeah.
as much as folks love to spend thousands of dollars on internet JPEGs, like my most cherished memories of Star Citizen are like starting off with an Aurora and a Dream and just doing what I can on a 0 to hero account. I'm not even joking. Like it
A
is
wing and a prayer.
there's something about like getting a bounty kill in a Mustang Alpha when all you have is a Mustang Alpha starter pack and you're like, I got 500 credits left because I keep messing up this mission. I either succeed this or I go broke, and limping home after have successfully getting that bounty. And I'm like, I'm gonna be plus 50 credits on this bounty, but I could go from here. Like there's some something about that feeling about doing that.
Because it's all about. I mean, it's about the risk and it's about the growth, right? I mean, I barely even played last patch very much because I had all the ships, I had tons of money. The grind for blueprints was just kind of so I took a back seat, but I'm excited again.
Yeah, but you sensed this coming.
I did know. Yeah, I had knowledge, foreknowledge.
You felt it in your bones. But what a lot of people didn't see coming was you get to keep your Wicklow ships. And Spectrum and Reddit, for the first time in a long time,
Agreed.
I'm 100% on board with. The rage is justified. Your long posts are I didn't read them, but I assume they're brilliant prose of perfectly defined answers. Wicklow
Didn't they go back?
should be gone.
Didn't they come back? I say, didn't they come back and say that they were going to wipe everything but
everything but blueprints now? Yeah, because I think once they saw that Reddit and Spectrum were aligned, I mean, alarm bells probably went off at CIG. They were like, "Whoa, whoa! I don't know what's going on here, guys. But you gotta
hold
check
on.
this out. I don't even think it's the same person posting. Something's wrong here."
That is not a mob we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. And look, the guys, civic action works. This is proof, everybody.
But only as long as we're asking to be hurt more. CIG was like, they're going to be upset. We're taking all their stuff, and we were like, no, hurt me more, Daddy.
Bring it on.
Do you and your viewers want to know a secret, a deep held secret about how to actually get CIG to do stuff? Here's a secret though they don't want you to know. I talk about this every so often, which is if you want to change something, you have to make something a meme. Because Chris Roberts is allergic to memes. So if you make a meme that's like funny but is also dogging on them specifically, it gets them very annoyed until they change it. That's kind of how we got the MPUV to become best in show. They tried real hard to stop it, but it's like, nope, it's too funny. It's too funny. It's not gonna. We're gonna do it. And unfortunately, they learned the wrong lesson because they got the UTV out the next year. They're like, no, you can't do the UTV. But like, it was one of those things where it was a glorious moment, but it also made CIG go, yeah, we need to change this because this is broken. And we were like, yeah, we've been telling you it's been broken for years now. You should have changed it a while ago.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was my first best in show event or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I remember being like, "What? Everyone's voting for this time?" Because I came from Elite, so I came in like 2021 or something after that, and I just remember laughing hysterically at that just idea that this little teeny tiny nothing ship, and it just kept winning and winning. And I was like, "This is exactly the kind of people I want to hang out with."
So part of it is my fault because another content creator, Redlear, who's no longer with us, I think he's still alive, but he doesn't play Star Citizen anymore. Stopped making good content. Wanted to do it the year before, and I thought it was funny. So I started telling people on the captain's table who came on, I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to make the MPUV best in show. And they were like, that's hilarious. And so they started talking to their communities about it. And so it ended up on Spectrum and Reddit. And more and more people liked the idea because he already had like his own community, Redlear's own community was doing it. So it just sort of kept creeping out. And more people began to pay attention to it to the point where like the top content creators in Star Citizen were like, yeah, this is funny. We should do this. And good Lord, the amount of complaining on Reddit about it. Oh, the tears that fueled me. It was like, and in the immediate aftermath, people found out that I was the one who helped organize it. And they're like, fault. And I'm like, yes, blame me. Yes. Blame me as I don myself.
Unsubscribe.
In my orange, my orange glory with the short king of Star Citizen.
Oh yeah. Speaking of a short king, we do have a caller in the waiting room, but before we do bring up our first caller, we're gonna have a little ad break. So this is a word from our Open Comms sponsor.
And today's sponsor is Microtech. Introducing Mobiglass Premium, your ticket to the verse. All the great features of Mobiglass and so much more. Get access to premium features like oxygen warnings, radiation detection, Microtech TV, and an unlimited breathable air use rights all day. Right now, customers can save by bundling with ASOP Plus and Kelto Max for just $2 million a month. Microtech, you need us.
That's so obvious.
Wow.
That is Microtech, everybody. We need them. We need them. And this is Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. Every week, Wednesday night, Eastern Time. You can feel free to call on in. Just pop on down to the Discord there, and you can join us. Call on in, ask us some questions. We have polls. We don't do too much, honestly. It's really just for the show. But you come on in and you enjoy stuff. And every week, you'll have a question. This week's question: does CIG know how to wipe? And our guest right now is Lord Anubis. Lord Anubis, does CIG know how to wipe?
I certainly hope so, because you know, when times get shitty, you have to wipe. And you know, unfortunately, all the great things that they've been introducing into the game kind of don't mean anything because of the hyperinflation and the exploits. So yeah, I think they know how to wipe, but can it get shitty again, I guess, is the question.
Can't escape the inflation.
Do you think this is a good time for them to be wiping?
Oh, this is the best. This is the best time to be wiping, because, you know, introducing the new ship component engineering, for lack of a better term, crafting, I think is going to change the game on a completely different level, just the way item crafting has. And I'm really excited for it. And I'd rather start that on a good foot rather than tell myself, well, they're going to do it eventually, so, you know, I'll just wait until they do it. They could do it now, and now I get to enjoy it all.
Right. I think I've seen some people talking about the crafting ship components in particular, in that it's an interesting economy that CIG is setting up, right? They're setting it up where the top tier components are now going to be player built. Because if you've got someone who has, you know, they've done the research, they've got the blueprints for, you know, some military grade quantum drive, and then they've gone out or they've sourced, you know, the top quality resources, that's now the best drive you can get. And you're only going to get that from a player.
And that is exactly the type of economy we need, as evidenced by
Oh,
Star Wars
shit.
Galaxy's
I
pre-sequel.
Oh, here we
know.
go. Fuck,
I
dude,
knew
you hate like
we
fed
set
that
you
to.
up for that. Astropub, I apologize.
Every
But
week
it's true.
I try to pick a question where you can't bring up that ridiculous game.
If it was
Why
such
not?
a good game, we would all
was-
be playing it.
23 years ago, it's dead.
Just let it go, man.
People
You
are
know?
still
People
playing
are still playing it.
I've had pets.
But the thing that killed it, the ironic thing that killed it, was greed. Your greed.
Oh, don't get them
killed
started
it.
on that.
Yeah, no, that's a deep seated wound in most players of Star Wars Galaxies is the freaking stupid Jedi thing. That stupid Jedi thing killed all of the hype for it. It was just like done. So.
Yep.
Astro,
Have you guys
Yep.
considered talking to a professional about
Yes,
this?
but I'm also a Titanfall fan, so that doesn't happen.
Oh,
I would go
Oh.
bankrupt at the amount of therapy I need from all the games that have burned me.
so grief and loss.
That
Is,
CIG is going to start offering actual insurance for people. Just for like last, they said they were going to release the patch. I stayed up until 2 a.m. and then at 2:05 they released it.
typical.
How does that make you feel? Distrustful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really hurt when they said that they were going to change everything on a fundamental level to match, you know, World of Warcraft, because it's a completely different game, and it killed everything.
I do think there is some level for CIG to look at that, and it's clearly they are looking at that with a lot of the things that deal with Star Citizen, because it is honestly the closest thing we have to a Star Citizen experience, because most all the other MMOs that are popular out there are sandboxes and like WoW and so on and so forth. There's not a lot of, or not sandbox, I'm sorry, parks, theme parks. Whereas
Yes.
Star Wars Galaxies was like one of the only successful sandboxes that existed in my experience in terms of MMOs. So, and the fact that it's space themed as well helped. But I'm not going to give you more fodder because I also have been burned. And will not let it die.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I don't want to bring up everybody's trauma here, you know. I think that's why we're having the wipe, you know.
Yes.
We can wipe away the past in more than one way here. We can start anew.
I have a hard-hitting question for Lord Anubis.
Yeah.
So do you think that this is going to be a good thing for people who just recently got on, or do you think this might drive some people away? Because you also have the typical, like, I just got on 2 months ago. Now all my progress has been wiped.
Mhm.
Do you think this is because they just kind of went, hey, by the way, we're wiping. Like it was just a sudden announcement rather than a announcement well ahead of time.
I mean, I've seen people that have complained about it on YouTube. Like, oh, they said they weren't going to wipe, and oh, this is horrible, and I did all this and I did all that. It'll be painful, but they'll stay. I mean, you don't abandon something as fast as this, and knowing that you're going into something where it is now also growing. I don't think we're going to really lose anybody.
I think we just need to get out in front of it and tell those people how to think.
Yeah.
I think we should call them a bunch of wimps. Stop getting gear fear.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no!
Attack
Oh
their
no!
masculinity.
My major ship just got killed. Stop being a baby. Grow up. Space is tough. All right.
Yeah, Bob.
That's what this community really needs is more toxicity.
Down talking. Yeah, talk down to the average person. Completely disenfranchise their experience.
There's been lacking some.
Considering it's a community of mostly fathers, it is interesting how little down talking.
Hey, that's because that's old school. Okay, we don't do that anymore.
What are you calling the Star Citizen population at large, mainly millennials in their mid 30s to 40s?
No, CIG is. All of our stats are saying that. My stats are like the youngest person who watches my shows are 25, and that's probably just people living in denial of their coming 30s.
That's someone's algorithm went away with the auto run feature or something.
An accidental click, what the heck is this?
Whereas me, I gotta say, I'll
take
this opportunity to fanboy. I mean, you have joined me in many showers over the years. We've showered together numerous times.
I'm glad my voice. I mean, usually people say my voice lulls them to sleep, so I don't know.
No, the acoustic switches, they're excellent.
I have been in many people's beds and apparently many people's showers, so that's a compliment, I'm sure.
But it very, very comforting. I always enjoy it. I got to meet you very briefly in LA. You won't remember, but I saw.
I remember your voice when you were talking. I'm like, this guy sounds freaking familiar. I don't know why he sounds familiar, and I'm like, no, so we met before. That's why.
Yeah. Saw you on the street in LA, and I geeked out. I fanboyed. I love history. I also was a teacher for a while. I taught some history, and so love listening to your podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is really good, and I made sure to thank you for the 2-hour long videos that you can completely nerd out to.
Thank you. Yeah,
my wife calls you Space Tomato.
That's
so
wrong guy.
You're with us.
The funniest part is that I have actually been on Space Tomato's podcast probably more than anybody else, so that's completely understandable.
That's fine.
There you go. Yeah. Well, enough Ugin and Oglin and Googlin and Zoglin.
I mean, back to the question. I think that it's going to be really good for the new people because it's going to level the playing field for a little while. So instead of coming in and everyone you run into has billions of space bucks and they've got all the ships they could possibly have, everyone's starting fresh. We all got work to do. We all have things to earn, and I think that'll help them just in terms of feeling like they're part of the community, and also just their interactions with some of the other players out there will be less one-sided.
Yeah, like during the regen crisis, everybody helped each other out. I gotta think that's gonna happen again.
Well, speaking of somebody who's always helping out, He's our first caller. Been here the longest. It is Wicket. Wicket, thank you for calling into Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. You're here live, of course. I'm JarJarJabroni. You're here with Duke Leto II, Lord Anubis, and our special guest this week, the Astropub. Wicket, does CIG know how to wipe?
Citizens, long-time listener, occasional caller, and I love the double entendre. Obviously, they better know how to wipe with some of the shit that they put out. Secondly,
Tell us how you feel.
of course, it's a good thing that we wipe, and they do know how to wipe. And they finally figured out how to wipe effectively by getting rid of Wicklow too.
Well, they didn't get rid of him. They just took away his toys. They took back his presents.
Well,
but he's still there. Yeah.
Well, I think you understand what I mean.
He stands with Xeno Threat. That's what he means.
In any event, the good thing about the wipe is that things like now that we're going to be able to craft chip components, the way duping and crafting 0.5 used to work with duping ship components, of course we had to get rid of that, or why even craft new gear when you can just dupe it? So, and then the money dupes and all that stuff. My bigger focus would have been, it's great that you're wiping CIG, but have you figured out how to catch and fix exploits? Because, don't wait until the game releases to figure out exploits and exploit squashing. We need to figure that out now during the development cycle. And the sooner the better, because, learning these tools and these methods to catch the scammers and the dupers and the cheaters now before the game goes live is vastly more important than figuring it out after the game goes live. Because once those dupes are in the final product, they're going to be hard as hell to get rid of probably, and it's going to just ruin everybody's experience. It's going to make everything meaningless. So I'm all for wipes, but I'm more for figuring out and catching all these exploits and dupes and things that break the economy and the need to play the game, really.
Yeah. I mean, will we be in the same situation in 2 weeks? Really? We don't know yet. Patch still out.
I hope not, but who knows? I mean, they're struggling to get this patch out, it seems like. And I guess maybe the struggle is good because they know they have an inferior product and they want to release it. If they have to wait a day, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I'd be okay too if they were like, "Hey, it didn't work out." But this isn't just any patch. This is the ship. This is the money-making patch right here.
Do you think that had anything to do with CIG's decision for the wipe? They'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of all your money, and now here's some chips you can buy." Or do you think it was legitimately like to stop? Because they have been trying to chase down some of these exploits. We know that they've talked about that in the past. They've had posts on Spectrum and stuff like that where that was the last one where everyone freaked out. It was like, there's going to be a Wolfenful 7. Turned out to just be nothing.
Right.
But like, do you think did they actually caught these, or did they just went, well, we could wipe it, and then they force them to buy some ships?
I don't know if forcing people to buy ships. I think the audience that CIG has are going to buy ships whether they need them or not. I mean, that's been proven time and time again. You put up something shiny and just even semi-cool people will buy it.
It could be garbage as long as you slap an LTI in there.
Well, okay. To my point here, thank you for the segue, Duke. We're talking about ships. The big ship sales coming up. They offer these 10-year warranty war bonds. I have my ship package that has Squadron 42, Star Citizen, and an Aurora. I don't like the Aurora, but I don't want to upgrade it and not have insurance on it. It has like 3-month insurance or whatever it has on it. I know I can't upgrade to an LTI. Can I upgrade to a 10-year war bond? And can I stack them? Because I remember seeing accounts that had like stacked insurance. They had like 5 10-year war bonds or insurance or whatever. Am I hallucinating?
I don't think you lose your insurance when you upgrade.
No, that's so the rule of thumb is whatever you start off with is what you have. So I recently did this because I went through and I applied a CCU chain to my to get my my ironclad assault. And that process, I had a LTI MPUV referral bonus that I got, and I used that as the base of it. But I also had a bunch of other like ones that I purchased that had like 10-year insurance on them. So my full CCU chain has like 10-year insurance plus LTI.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait, go back. So how do you add all those insurance packages together? I don't get it.
So every ship you have has insurance, but you can't upgrade to LTI from another package. Like LTI is like it's the base. So if you try to upgrade something that was non-LTI to LTI, it won't work because you can't cross chassis into an LTI.
But I can't upgrade to anything with any insurance. Every time I upgrade, it says you'll retain
your first level of insurance. Yeah, but on my account, it says.
So how do you have different insurance?
It just says 10 years insurance because it was calculating all of the upgrades. So it's not actually 10 years insurance. It's a bug effectively in the UI where like you'll see someone that says it has like 10-year insurance, 10-year insurance, 10-year insurance, 10-year insurance. It's like that's just because it was one of the things that was part of the package that or part of the ship that you upgraded to. So it's always,
so it's not 50.
It's not 50 years. You're just getting whatever your base package was. The rest of the stuff doesn't count. So
there is one exception to this, and that's the Nomad. There was a CCU upgrade that you could upgrade to an LTI Nomad back in the day.
I am not familiar with this now.
It sounds made up.
Okay, it's on Star Hangar. It's an upgrade, so I could upgrade. It's like the common one is like from a Reliant to a Nomad, and it says CCU LTI upgrade. And supposedly, if you have a package that doesn't have the insurance, you can upgrade it to a Reliant, and then buy this chain, and you get the LTI with it.
That'd be news to me.
I did this one.
Sounds like Scam Citizen.
That's us.
Speaking of scams, we have a sponsor. We do have another here at Open Comms Radio. You know, this show it doesn't cost us much to run. I'm going to be honest, but that doesn't stop us from getting sponsors. And this week's sponsor is very special.
Yes. This week's sponsor is Big Benny's. Big Benny's is reminding you that now that the regen crisis is over, restocked with all your favorite protein pack flavors. Visit a Benny's machine today and get a free Cruise Lux with every bowl. Try our new flavors like Osoyan Onion Crisp, Hot Garlic Nine-Tails Soup, and for a limited time, Teriyaki Banu Udon. Offer where supplies last.
Big Benny's. Slurp it up.
Grab, eat.
There you go. Well, Wicket here, buddy. Anything else you want to say before I bring up our next guest here?
Well, I'm looking forward to the new patch. I'm looking forward to have a reason to play the game again. To answer the earlier question about these new players that came on board, and one way of looking at it would be, I'm pissed off. I lost all this progress that I just recently enjoyed. But for most people, I think that if you play Star Citizen like at a free fly and you stick around past the free fly, they've already hooked you. Okay, you're coming back, and you're gonna keep coming back, because sometimes, especially during the free fly, there's gonna be so much garbage and bugs and other nonsense you have to deal with that most people don't have the patience for. So if you stick around past that, and if you're smart, you're gonna look at this wipe as, oh well, they've evened the playing field, sort of, except for like if you're some kind of whale who has all these extra ships. But otherwise, they've kind of even the playing field. So I think that's a good thing, or how I would look at it. But of course, we're not dealing with rational people. This is internet spaceships, after all.
Hey man, don't go name calling, okay? And speaking of someone who really enjoys internet spaceships, we have with us on the couch, if you guys can scoot down, BroccoliRob. 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 Welcome to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. You're on the couch with Wicket, Lord Anubis, Duke Later II. I'm JarJarJabroni, and we have a very special guest today, the Astropub. Our question for you, BroccoliRob: does CIG know how to wipe?
How's it going, everybody? Do they know how to wipe? I think so. Seems like they're kind of learning as they go, but they haven't, hasn't happened too often. The Wicklow was a little goofy. I kind of don't care either way. I'm excited. I'm excited for the wipe.
You're just saying that because you have a lot of Wicklow stuff.
I don't.
Really?
Actually, I was doing my damnedest to get something. Between when they announced the wipe and then when they announced the Wicklow. No, I have like a gun from there, I think.
Well, then what do you always need fangs and eyeballs and Ronta poop for?
Sometimes man has a hobby. Why are you going to shit on Rob Broccoli for having a hobby?
Yeah. What do you do? What do you do with this piles of Ronta poop, man?
Honestly, getting it for other people.
Wow.
I want everyone else to try it out because I know I'm just going to be really, really disappointed when I try and it fails. So I was like, I don't need that. Everyone has 50. Well, everyone had $50 million. I guess still do.
Still do. Yep.
But as far as the new player question goes, I think, first hit's free. I think they're going to, for better or for worse, this game, when you play it, it's taste that you're not going to be able to get out of your mouth.
Mm-mm.
And they get an 890 jump for the first time. I'm sure we all remember doing that. And we're like, holy shit, this is incredible. They buy one, they fly it around, they get an idea for what the game is, and then they take it all away. They're like, okay, I got to come back.
Yeah, the 890 is not going to be the thing anymore. Too small. You have bigger and better ships
Way
now.
too small.
Yeah.
Not enough turrets.
Now, I know for a fact, BroccoliRob, you've been hanging out in that Kraken. Not that Kraken. What is it? That Ironclad.
Yep.
What do you think? How do you feel?
Oh, it's great. They're improving with each new ship that they have made. I mean, Polaris was like kind of it's Spartan because it's military, right? But then after that, I feel like each new large ship they've has brought in cooler and cooler features, design languages for each manufacturer get better. I really think the Ironclad nailed it, and I have very high hopes for the Kraken because of it.
Can I be a little controversial here? And I know I'm going to be teamed up on.
That's nothing like you, but all right.
The Kraken, cool, neat. Everyone's talking about how it's going to be game changing and this and that. And I'm like, we already have ships that can hold other ships.
I agree. I don't see what the big excitement is about the Kraken.
I get that you like it. You can like it for sure. But
what is it going to bring
for the rest of us?
What's it going to do different?
Can I be a certified Drake fanboy?
Go for it.
And back up Broccoli.
God, I didn't fucking know this before I brought you on the show, dude.
I'm literally wearing a Drake trucker cap right now, as I had to put it on to do the rip.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I bet you paid Stig money to have your name on the door that says owner, like actually the texture put in the game.
Yeah, you gave him $50.
I would absolutely love that, but no, I don't actually own a Kraken, but I can defend the Kraken in that up to now there has been no real carrier. Like you can argue that the Idris is a carrier, but it's really more a carrier for like two small ships. You can cram stuff in there like it's a sardine can, but you can't really use it as a carrier. Whereas the flat top nature of the Kraken means you can put a lot of ships, and not just a lot of ships, put them in there, but you also can bring them down, repair them, all while you have cargo bay access. It's much more utilitarian than anything we have, and of its size, it is gonna feel more like a flying space station than anything. And because it's Drake and not a military, it's gonna feel a lot less military themed and a lot more of a just sort of like an industrial. So I think it's both a aesthetic but also practical because like you can land a at least one, if not multiple, medium ships on that thing. Like the cutlass, it can hold like 2 cutlasses, and I think people have measured out so you can put like a constellation on the large pad.
Yeah,
So
I thought I
like,
saw somebody had a Corsair on there too.
yeah, you can put some like very big ships on that thing, which means that you can effectively double the range of those larger ships as well as not just putting those on there, but also repairing and refueling and rearming. So it starts to look a lot more, it'll be a lot more game changing in the sense of just fundamentally you will have something that you don't have to spend 400 years to build and maintain, because you can just fly it around rather than having to go build a base and then building it out and then building a space station and taking the forever time to build a space station. You can basically have that in one go and not be stuck to one place.
So the Kraken could be sort of the beginning of player bases.
Yeah, even if we had player bases at the time, it would sort of be, it depends on when we have it, but it'll be the beginning of player space stations for sure. You'll get to see like a taste of what it's like to have a space station.
My worry with the Kraken is if it's, they're laying it out so that it functions more like an actual carrier, right? But I wonder how much of that will end up being LARPing and versus like the Idris, it just sort of works because gameplay is different from real life, right? A lot of times, gameplay is so much simpler than real life. People skip a lot of the things that they would have to do in real life. So if they're designing the Kraken around how an actual carrier would work, how much of that is going to end up being useful and how much is just going to be, for looks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what the Ironclad is for. Sorry to poop all on Rob's answer, because I'm sure BroccoliRob had a similar answer, being a certified Drake fan.
That's right.
He's also an Origin
I
fan
think,
though, so he's not loyal.
That's fine.
Hey, nice things are nice. What can I say?
At least he's not a Misk fan, says the Misk fan.
Oh, I love Misk.
You know what? I'm feeling ganged up on that.
Actually,
I am a Misk fan.
Yeah, actually, you could tell him, BroccoliRob.
Yeah, I did. I actually got a tattoo of a.
Well,
freelancer.
see, that's okay because it's a freelancer. It's the best.
Exactly.
It's the best ship in the game. So
it's
That's right.
It's what got me into the game. The commercial. I was like, all right, I'll get
I had my
that.
freelancer for so long. I am waiting for the freelancer rework or Mark II. I'll even take the Mark II. I usually complain about the whole Mark II thing, but
See how they've eased you into that
yeah.
feeling?
Well, that's how an
over
abusive
time-
relationship works.
Yeah. Oh, they can remake. I'll buy them again.
This time will be different.
Anyway, BroccoliRob, yeah, tell us about the Ironclad, BroccoliRob.
I don't know. I'm just excited and kind of to speak to the Kraken and the hype that comes around it. I think it's matching up with timeline for other things that I'm expecting or hoping to be in the future, like improved ATC. There's a lot of stuff that I think gameplay wise will come with the Kraken. So it's not just the ship itself, it's how the game is going to evolve by the time the Kraken is out that I think will. So I'm kind of looking at the Kraken as like a vehicle, no pun intended, for the future of the game and how the game will be functioning when the Kraken comes out.
Okay. I'm honestly, guys, I'm still not there. I hear you.
Well, has there
we'll
been
get you
anything
there.
in
Don't
the
worry.
Ironclad as you've been exploring it in the PTU where you're like, this is going to be game changing, or this is the seed of something big that's coming in the future?
When I saw the fabrication bench, like it's on the Clipper, which is cool. But having that much cargo space just to sort of put some stuff on there. I guess it depends on if it's gonna craft components or not. It looked like it could be big enough. But just to be, out in the world and have someone have supplies to craft like a new shield or something. Someone lands real quick, you craft it, you slap it in there, they get going. it is a little bit, pie in the sky dreaming, like how much of that is going to be practical, but I'm hoping for a situation where it is.
Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, the only ships with crafting tables in them are those Drake ships, the Clipper and the Ironclad.
See, this is the reason why Drake is so good.
Yeah, so far.
This is why Drake is so great.
This is favoritism.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it after years of John Crew pooping on my brand. I'll take the W.
Doesn't the Carrack also have a crafting
It does
station?
technically, yeah. It's got the like the bench, the workbench. It's got like a tool, but it's just not in game yet.
Yeah.
Well, did they make the ones that are on the Clipper and the Ironclad work in 4.8? We don't know that, right?
This is
Okay,
this
fair
is
point.
CIG.
Nothing could have it.
No,
We know it's not going to work.
Working yet because it barely works on station. The problem is the inventory. It pulls from inventory and pulls to inventory. So I think right now it's still.
Oh, here we go.
It still ends up in the like station inventory stuff. So
the bane of CIG, of the Star Citizen's existence, is the
those
inventory.
damn inventory and their
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was
elevators.
the players.
It'd be great if the players.
I would never.
If it weren't for the players in there discovering all these damn bugs,
Yeah,
the game would be perfect.
No, I told you I'm in accord with Reddit and Spectrum this week. So
Oof.
whatever they think, I think. Yep. Speaking of someone who doesn't follow the crowd, actually, we do have another guest down in the waiting room. BroccoliRob, anything you want to say before we bring this guy up?
No.
All right.
Well, here he is, our leader,
My guildmaster.
Not a guild.
fellow guildie, man who dresses like a cat. It is Murphy Jack. Murphy Jack, welcome to Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show. You are on the couch, familiar smell. You're here with Wicket, Lord Anubis, Duke Later II, BroccoliRob. I'm JarJarJabroni, and our special guest this week is the Astropub of the Astro Historian and Captain's Table. Murphy Jack, does CIG know how to wipe?
Well, I mean, we're gonna find out. Just think about all the other wipes and how many times they went exactly the way they said they were going to go, right? So watch us. I'm gonna laugh if we log in and we still have everything. 'Cause I think it's possible.
Fair point.
That's a pretty bad
I mean,
wipe.
looking back, every time they talked about doing this, that, and the other thing, and it was always janky. And then how they announce it like a couple days beforehand and stuff. They're still learning. And I think Blueprint should be wiped too, but we'll leave that.
Ooh,
Leave
see?
that one there.
Oh, you're a
He wants
purist.
You get enough
more.
hate.
Mhm.
Well, I just, you think about. I think it was really needed, really, really needed now, especially with the component crafting and vehicle weapon crafting, because now that like you guys were saying, you're not gonna be able to do the dupe that everybody was doing, dupe or insurance fraud, whatever the hell you want to call it. Now there's the drive, right, to get out there and mine. But also on top of that, every new big event, from the radiation worm, Hyperion, the Vandul tech smuggler, and now TSG. We were already like pretty well set up when those came in, right, for the first time. But now, like,
Yeah.
I specifically think of Rockbreaker and like how the contested one was cheaper, and then the exclusive one was more expensive. The money didn't matter to us at all. We were just like, screw it, let's just get the exclusive. We want to try it out, or let's do the contested and see if we get any combat. But now, like, it's gonna matter as long as there's no AUEC dupe, but it's gonna matter, like, hey, we gotta like do the contested one, but are we set up enough? We gotta do the worm, we gotta get fangs, but are we in a good spot? And just thinking of all the prep leading up to taking on like a big event like that, worm, You know what I'm saying? All the prep and everything that's going to go into that is like exciting because now like we have in the org, we got the 2 recurring events that are geared towards getting us set up. So like on the weekend, we can, when everybody's around, we can get people set up, go out and do these things. Whereas before it was just kind of like, meh, let's go. You know, we just we sat in ruin for hours fighting. But
Yeah.
now like there's a drive to go mine. There's a drive to get these better things and always be chasing a little bit better quality, a little bit more of this. And you know, everybody's gonna need stuff and we can't just sit in a hangar and rip it off and hit a button and there's another one, rip it off, give it to somebody. There's actually got to go out and a lot of time is put into this stuff. But I think it's good.
Now,
I think it's good.
yeah, Murphy Jack, do you feel like you've come around on the quality? If you remember
Well,
a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, we were
only
quality.
only because it's down to 8 now, right? This is 8 different things, not 1,000.
Yep. Yep.
Well, it's
So they downsized it, and you still need it to build the everything. You feel like that's in a good spot?
I I don't know. It's definitely better, I feel like, but I you know, you really don't. I'm fine with the way they're doing it because we got to just get in there and play with it, right? And figure out, and they got to figure out what works and everything. And the 1,000 thing was a bit much, but it was good to start, I think, because it showed like we don't want to go out and 8's more manageable than I got 950 now I want 960, right?
Yeah. Do you see have you been mining? Does it pop up on the scanner? Because I know it was just like it would pop up as 856 or whatever, and then it would just round to 9 or
I
whatever.
think Rob, you did, right? You said it was like 325, then 664, and then it's just these like 8 numbers.
I haven't personally looked. I'm just going off of what I've seen other people reporting on. So hopefully there's a bunch of people that aren't wrong, but we'll find out soon.
Is it in the scanner now, or is it still just in the mining head when you put your mining head on it?
My understanding is that it randomizes a like group of numbers, like somewhere between 1 and 1,000. It picks that, and then the number it picks, it changes it to the correct number in that band. So it picks I don't know 340, and then in that band 340 turns into like 400 even, just because that's all of those in that like
Yeah, I think
band are going to be 400.
I think I understand that part of it. My broader question, maybe I'll try to rephrase it, is currently in 4.7, the only way you could find out what the quality of the ore contained in the rock that you were about to mine was to turn on your mining head and let the mining head scan the rock, and then the quality would be presented to you. My question is that the long range scanner that, when you're in your ship and you're pinging and you're getting the RS signature, or if you do a full directional scan on a rock that's very distant from you, multiple kilometers away, is that giving the quality, or is it still just the mining?
Oh no, nothing's changed. Only the amount of quality
I got
is
you.
no longer 1,000. It's just 8 now. Everything else is exactly the same.
Yeah. So it's getting there. But I wanted to touch on you guys were talking about the Kraken and everything, and like Paul or Astro Pub's take on it. I also feel like when they bring that online, and the Liberator is hopefully like not far behind or whatever, I would really want them to put Pyro and other places back to their original, what they were supposed to be, with like no fuel. Well, not no fuel, but very limited fuel. So you really got to think about your jumps. And like the social tools and everything are online for it, where you have to interact with people to get, like, if I want to take my Hornet to so and so or whatever, it'd be worth it to hire a player or, book transit on their carrier. I know it's,
I like this is going, Murphy Jack.
So you
pie in the
want like
sky,
like an
like
Eve.
everybody was saying, but well, we need more interaction, and like that like this refueling thing, hopefully they kind of missed the mark, I guess, to what when you put out a beacon and NPC comes to refuel you, it's not like a med beacon. But
That's right.
hopefully they get like a player, think about the fuel rats and everything, right? Come over there and
Oh, Murphy
refuel.
Jack, you actually you bring me to the second question of the evening here. And Astropub, I don't know if you know this, but our second question, sometimes it's a fun one, sometimes it's a goofy one, sometimes it is a rage baiting question. And this week I opted for the rage bait, and I know someone here is going to want to give a long monologue about it. And Murphy Jack, let us right into it. It has been brought to the attention of many of the fandom, and I think maybe to Jared himself in the moment, maybe even, that Star Citizen may be considering fast travel
Ooh.
as a mechanic in the game here.
Oh man, do we?
I am a fan. I'm a.
Hold
Hold
on.
up.
Wait. Line up, everybody.
No, I was gonna say I am
Astropub,
I am a fan of what I like to call touching the third rail of Star Citizen. Whenever you want to, when you want to like really rile people up, you want to touch that third rail. One of those third rails I always like to touch is NPC crew sucks, and I'm tired of pretending it doesn't, because that just gets unreasonable angry comments in your anywhere. So this is
fuck NPC crew.
exactly. Just say that with your whole chest and see how many people get mad at you in the comments. I have a slightly nuanced take to this, in the sense that I think fast travel is bad, but I think you can still accomplish the same thing without losing the sense of scale in the Star Citizen universe. And we already have an example of that, which was the public transit systems of WoW. And I remember I can't remember the name of it specifically, but where you could get on like Griffin and it would like take you to different locations, but you'd have to like literally fly on those Griffins. Skyrim had something similar, where like with the
Dragon.
No,
well, Skyrim you fast travel from your
you
map
could,
at any
but
time.
you could also take the wagon. Like you go pay some money and go take the wagon, and it would take you.
Yeah.
Originally, that was supposed to be a 1-to-1. You get into the wagon, and it would just walk you through the entire thing. So you would have to like stay in the wagon as it moved. They found it was a little bit too slow. So I could see something like that. Even if the early implementation is just like, hey, you got a timer, 5-10 minutes, you'll be to the location, but you don't have to worry about it. You can just go use the bathroom. You can go, grab something to eat. You just have a timer counting down until you arrive at the location, which works just like a teleportation, but it adds the whole, well, now you have to sacrifice some time, maybe some money to get to that location. You're still there. You can still link up, but you can't just go instantly snap your fingers and be like, oh, I'm across the universe. It's like, nah, you got to have some time waiting, while also allowing for people to ease your link up and not be able to take your ships with you, especially as the game gets bigger and they start doing what they already done with like ships, where you have to pay money to get them back. I can see that starting to, something like that could work, but I'm not a big fan of the whole just show up in the hangar kind of thing, because that seems like it ruins a lot of the point of travel, because that's time and energy and the risk of doing so.
So you're saying this is like something where you can go to a Kelto, you select your respawn point, and then they humanely put your clone down, and then you wake up somewhere else.
More like you show up at like you go to like the hangar section, and there's like a kiosk. It's like, get board your Genesis Starliner today, and you just click the hangar, and it'll just, for early on, you just fade to black, but otherwise you could just like go onto a Genesis Starliner and just sit there while the thing flies. Even if it's like in an instant zone, you don't even see anything. You're just sitting there, kind of like in WoW when you want to take the Griffin or the flying creatures to the different locations. You can actually look down and see the whole map as you're flying, kind of thing.
Space Waymo.
Yeah.
Murphy Jack, how do you feel about instant travel?
Oh, fuck it. Monetize it. $5 a piece. Get our second billion.
Fuck off, man. Get
I
out
like
of
it.
here.
I like it. That's the best take I've heard so far. Yeah.
That is amazing. Hyper capitalist. Go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
We can't afford
why
to
not?
you
play
just
with.
solved everyone's fears about how CIG is going to monetize the game, right? Everyone's like, oh, they're going to charge a subscription fee, or oh, they're going to make it pay to win. Nope, it's just pay to travel, folks.
Ironically, that's my biggest problem. Is just there's no punishment to it. If there's no punishment, there's nothing you have to give up in order to do it. Then it feels weird. But like, yeah, pay $5 to move. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You want to move fast? You better be paying the server fees. You know.
I mean, on a serious note, I know he's gonna pipe up too, because I really feel that it's not a good idea. It's just it's just stupid. It's and I really feel like that the dev, when they were talking and everything, this was kind of just like he wasn't really, didn't get the whole thing out maybe, or it was just
I mean, he did. He
like
basically
one of
said
those
like
little
it's just
quips,
one of
but
those things where they have to talk about these ideas, right? That was
yeah,
his
and I
whole
mean
point.
that's
It's like they
fine,
have to look at everything, talk about
but
it.
On stream,
Yeah,
well,
officially.
I mean, look how many
Hey,
things they've said before, right? I mean,
any press is good
I
press,
really
Jar
feel
Jar.
like it's not gonna happen. I mean, it's just, it died right there.
I can
Oh,
see the
well,
point
hopefully,
though. I mean,
but
it's it's tough for some people to get. I'm one of those people, right? I've got too many kids. I didn't pay attention in sex ed back in the day, so I don't have as much time to play as I'd like. Like even tonight, it took a bribe for me to be here for this outing. Um,
The
Yeah.
space stat
Space Stat,
argument.
right? So
Go on.
maybe I've got an hour, maybe 2 hours to play, like 2 or 3 times a week, um, and it's good. I mean, it's a space sim, right? So like that travel time is part of it, and I do enjoy that, and most people who are into this game obviously enjoy that. But then it's tough, like you join your org, and it's like, hey guys, what are we doing? And they're like, oh well, we're all in Stanton at Microtech, doing this, and I'm like, cool. Well, I'm at Levski, so I'll be there as soon as I can, and then obviously you got to get in the ship. You got to
Right.
fight your way through, and I know what Wicket's going to say about this, so hold on, Wicket. You got to fight your way through 3 or 4 different bugs just to get out of your hangar, and then you got to fight with the bug to get the navigation to work, and then you got to jump, and then hopefully the jump point actually functions properly, and you come out and stand, and then you get over there. And once that's all done, it's been at least like 30, 40 minutes of all that stuff. Um, and now you're there, and then you die, and you forgot to set your spawn. You're back at Levski. And many times the reaction to that is, well, I guess I gotta go to bed. So it is punishing, and I think that's what the dev was saying too, is that they have to have these conversations because they're trying to, and I know it's a dirty word, they're trying to make the game more accessible. But it's a very delicate balance. I mean, there are definitely games that have been destroyed by becoming more accessible. Um, I was always I love Homeworld. If anyone's played that series before, like I loved playing those games when I was younger. Homeworld 3 finally came out recently, which was like, yes, it's been so long, it's so exciting. Um, and all throughout the development process, they kept mentioning we're gonna make it more accessible, and they did, which meant it was garbage, and it didn't do all the things that the original did, and then it failed, it collapsed. And I think they could do that here too. I saw a quote recently, I forget where it was, but talking about the instant travel, someone said, once you have instant travel, the universe just becomes a lobby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel that, but I also feel the pain of not being able to easily join your org for certain things. So I don't know what the answer is there. Maybe the answer is suck it up. And I'm fine with that too, honestly. But they've got to have the conversation. We've got to talk about it as a community and see what we can come up with. And maybe it is just, you go to the clinic, voluntarily euthanize yourself, and you can be
No.
transported to the other clinic, but you don't have your
No.
stuff. You can't claim your ship over there. I don't know. There can be downsides to that as well. I like the idea of using public transit, but also that's supposed to be another game loop, right? Like I don't
Yeah.
want to take that out. Like we're trying so hard to create this systemic open world with all of this emergent gameplay, and then we keep shooting it in the back of the head while it's holding a little bunny. It's like, oh, we're gonna have fueling in the game finally because Levsy's coming in and you're gonna be running out of fuel constantly. And then it was like, actually, we're gonna increase the fuel, the fuel reserve of each ship by like 4 times, and we're gonna cut the system in half. And now we're gonna sprinkle space stations all over the place. So really, don't worry about it. So yeah, we just gotta talk about it. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. One thing I'll just say real quickly is that I think, but a lot of the stuff you pointed out is more of a CIG fix your stupid game, and CIG you have
Yes.
the
Yeah.
buttons.
Yes.
Please push the buttons. Like, is there a mission out there that CIG has made that is less than 20 minutes?
'Cause that is
I
one
don't-
thing like I wanted to touch on is that the fast travel thing and everything, and everybody being upset, like Duke saying dying and stuff. If we didn't run into as many bugs as we did trying to get somewhere, right? The jump gate. To just take the jump gate for one example, right? You being spit out back and Stanton 3 times. If we didn't run into all these
Yep.
bugs, would it
Not my
be
fault. Not my fault, by the way. It's the game.
would the traveling be that bad really if it worked consistently? And then maybe like the Genesis Starliner, the Kraken, all these big ships that the focus is transport. Give them a wicked quantum drive that makes them go 4 times as fast as an XL1 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
No,
Make it quick. So I don't know.
game breaking.
The point is that there are solutions other than jumping straight to instant transmission that I think CIG is jumping
Yeah.
over. Yeah. So it feels like a scope glint. CIG's finding a solution to a problem that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah. You know what? We're way to rehash the
Yeah.
past. There, Astro.
I've not let it go. It still burns in my heart.
Well, like you said, Murphy, if a big part of the delay in that whole story is the bugs, right? So if they do allow a fast travel, and that fast travel was literally it was, oh, you're getting in a Starliner and it's going to take you there. I think that could work. Give it even the exact same amount of time, right? As like let's say the fastest drive in the game. Just give it that, but it's not physicalized. There's no travel bugs opportunities along the way. So someone could just, click that, pay a fee for it, leave, go use the potty and get something to eat and come back and then be ready to play with their org. Something like that might work. If like we said, if it's really just all those bugs, then it doesn't need to be instant. It just needs to be hassle free.
Yeah. And fast.
I do have a bit of an opposing viewpoint on this.
Yeah, BroccoliRob,
that I
Lord
think-
Nubis, and then Wicket will finish it.
So it's, a lot of like carpool citizen. It's a lot of catching up, trying to get to people. I saw a morphologist had something where it's like treat bed logging like med beds. How they should med beds are going to work, where there's like multiple med beds. Because, everyone wants the team bed logging back, but to effectively do that, excuse me, everyone has to bed log at the same time, and everyone has to log back on at the same time. And like if the owner of the ship is like, oh, actually I have something else I got to do, it's like, okay, well shit, do we just not play tonight? Like, do we wait for him? Do we what do we do? Like, we all prepared to like do this big fun adventure all on the same ship because we all group bed logged. Now are we all just gonna respawn back at our home location? So I think having an easy way for everyone to spawn onto a ship together kind of just like gets the ball rolling. It cuts out that like 20 minutes of like, oh hey, I'm at this space station, I'm here, I'm there, like I got to claim a ship. And I understand like preparing is part of it, but it feels like everyone needing to drive to get to the event instead of just waking up at the event doesn't feel like that drastic of an ask
You
or like
you see how it's
a
easily
problem.
exploited, though, right? Like,
Explain it to me.
well, if I can, if you're my party leader and I can log on to you and be insta traveled somewhere else, I can just pay someone money to have them let me in their party when they're somewhere else, and you effectively.
No, that's not. I'm not saying party lead. I'm saying you get onto, like I get onto a Kraken and I pick one of the beds and I say, okay, this is one of my um, spawn locations, like one of 3, one of 5, one of however many,
I see what
and
you're
then
doing.
I log out, and then next time I'm on, when the captain of that Kraken is on, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Like, what are you up to? He's like, oh, nothing. I'm just like hanging out and like Levski. Think I might get up to something later. You want to join me? It's like, yeah, sure. I'll be there in a sec. You pop on, and then you're just crew. Like beds are gonna have to do something in
Yeah,
the
you're
game.
gamifying the bed.
A little bit, yeah. And it feels like it's not like I don't know. I don't give a shit. Like sometimes like you just want to like get in there and like play, and I don't want to be chasing the
Yeah, well,
team or the org to try to get kind of like what Duke was saying. Like you gotta spend 10 minutes here, and I'm not gonna like factor bugs into it, but like spend 10 minutes here, spend 10 minutes there, like trying to catch up with everybody. Then you gotta ditch your ship, and now that like when tier 1 insurance is in, like do I like where do I ditch it? Am I going to be able to get back to that station later?
yeah.
Like it's just like a lot of like clumsy logistics that I feel like we don't necessarily need.
Lord Nubis, what do you feel about this?
Yeah, it's got to be a mechanic that isn't instant, and it's got to cost something. Either by autopilot, like the Space Waymo concept, or by killing your clone. But I think if it's too easy, then you're not going to see the grandeur that is, traveling across the verse, and that's gonna it's gonna miss something.
Yeah, I like traveling across the verse. Wicket, last word here on Insta Travel. Great idea or fantastic idea?
Well, let me preface this. I'm going to read something that I wrote in our guild guild/org for those purists
Org.
Discord when we were talking about this topic back and forth. There were several people, giving their feedback about this, and this is what I had to say. So I wrote, and I just want to read it basically verbatim for save it for prosperity.
For the court.
Yeah, for the court of public opinion later on when they prove me correct. So I wrote, no instant travel ever, please. Lots of arguments or justifications for fast travel are arguments about time. That's valid, but consider your metric. This is all gauged against the current game, including all the jank and bugs. Elevator eats your ship, time waste. Elevator eats you, time waste. Unable to quantum to fill in the blank. Can't find my team, party markers are not working. I can go on, but think everyone gets the idea. Everyone knows this, you all play the game. Now consider we live in a game world that these issues are solved. We no longer need fast travel. I go on to say, I've been playing MMOs for a very long time. All the quality of life / fast travel are world killers, community killers, vibe killers. If you make the world irrelevant, you no longer need it. In fact, if fast travel is implemented in any form, it will be abused. Once in the game, it's here forever, and everyone will want more of it. There will be arguments for less cooldown on fast travel, more ways to use fast travel. Example, I need to fast travel my ship and gear to X. The argument will be it's QOL, quality of life. I don't have time to play. Please make it easier to play. This is a very stupid argument. If you don't have time to play,
I feel personally attacked.
if you don't have time to, if you don't have time to play, you don't have time to play. Simple. Play when you have time. I've said it in an earlier post, but planning and logistics in this game will become a major strength for the guilds that can pull it off successfully. The distance in SC is a feature and should not be spoiled by our current bugs and problems with SC in its current state and looking for workarounds. I say fix the problems and the workarounds like fast travel become irrelevant. Thank you.
Bravo.
You know what I liked about that wiki? It was
Defense rests.
defense rest.
Bravo.
I like that you call it a feature.
I think distance is a
Yeah.
feature.
Part of the game.
I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Think about it.
Let me put it this way.
Listen,
People would have
listen.
been fighting tooth and nail to take away fast travel in Starfield, and Bethesda wouldn't have spent all that time and effort to actually add in travel between planets if they didn't think it was an important feature that people want in space games.
Yep.
If we don't need the space that our game inhabits, if we don't need to get out of the bed and take the elevator to the hangar, if we don't need the hangar and ATC, if we don't need the warp drive / quantum drive from X to Y, from A to B, if we don't need all that, then why don't we just have loading screens? We can just pop into our ship, pop out of our ship when we need to. Why have they spent all this time and effort to animate, to create these spaces, these environments, and all this tech to enable it, just to fast travel away from it? I think fast travel in any form will be the death knell for Star Citizen in one way or another. It may happen gradually, or it may happen very quickly. I hope to God they don't ever implement it.
Go fuck yourself, Duke.
I didn't say I wanted it. I was just having the conversation. I personally don't want it.
Listen, Duke, we heard you. It's recorded.
I mean, I want it.
I don't like.
I want it to
yeah, well,
certain
but we
degree.
know we pegged you, BroccoliRob.
I think
You what?
Casual.
I think the
We
You
pegged
what me?
We pegged you.
quickly.
We all pegged you. I pegged you. Anubis pegged you.
Mhm.
Wicket pegged you. Astro probably he's new.
Oh
but
wow.
Give him
listen,
time.
listen. As long as it's consensual, it's okay. But you got to ask Broccoli first if he wants to get pegged.
Yeah, I'll get in here.
All
Raising,
right.
boom.
It's Open Comms Radio. We're having fun here, baby. We're having fun here tonight.
Now, one more thing I will say about this: like, if you want unattended travel, if they want to bring the Galaxy space liner in, or they want to have some kind of travel system, as long as it happens in game time,
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
fine. That's fine. And if something there's a lot of MMOs that have travel mechanisms. World of Warcraft have the griffins.
Yep.
I mean, they have other animals that fly. They have the boats. They have the undersea tram that goes from Ironforge to Stormwind. Arcade in its day, it had the stagecoach.
Right.
But that all happened in real time in the game.
Well, if I log out, I can take the taxi cab to a station, and it can travel me as I log out. And so I won't get killed or anything, but when I log back in, then I can be at my other place. I think that's cool.
Yeah, but but if you logged in right away, you'd log in on the taxi.
Yeah, 100%.
So you think you should be able to do it and log out?
I mean, there's ways.
So you would say
there's ways to initiate travel that isn't instant and that doesn't break the reason to have the space. Listen, if we're already we barely have 3 systems right now, and they're talking fast travel. They want to release 5 systems, and
100.
The big pie in the sky dream is 100. If you're going to fast travel from system 1 to system 100, whatever that mechanism is, for me the game is over.
I want slow travel.
That's not the
I
game
want to
I
live on
signed
my
up
ship.
for. I signed up for well, I think I made my point.
Here's an edge case that I've been thinking about that I don't know. Like there's certain cases where like I feel like it's needed. Say I wake up on an Idris, right?
Mm.
And I don't have the permissions to go. I'm alone. The owner of the Idris is in Europe for the week. I wake up on it and I don't have permission to go to the pilot seat. Like I'm locked out of pretty much everything. Do I just not play the game for a week? Do
Well,
I
in that case,
like punch the door open? Like there's got to be
I don't think
there's
that's
got to be problem. That's a problem that needs to be solved.
okay. Those are mechanics that can easily be solved by the developers. But for right now, that's already a solved issue. Back before meshing and when we had ships where you can bedlog off of, if you didn't bedlog, if you bedlogged on somebody's ship back when it used to work, and that ship was no longer in the universe because guy's off to Europe and his Idris is not spawned in, you're just going to spawn back either at your home location or at your last port of call. That's easily fixed.
But that's teleporting.
That is teleporting. But that's I mean what at some point you have to be able to continue to allow to play. Now, if you want to have
100%.
absolute if you absolutely want to not have that, because that's an edge case, like you said, and I think in an edge case like that, there should be some mechanic to solve it. Unless you think that maybe you spawn in and you spawn in space where that Idris was last at, and now it's up for you to call for rescue. I could see that happening. But I mean, at some point, it is a game. It's not real. But then where do you draw the line?
I mean, but that's why I think like there should be 4 spawn locations that you can use. Like, I log on and someone's like, actually, I don't really want to do this. I got to log off, and you're stuck out there. And because like that's it, like you're just like, okay, that's it. I have to teleport back to my home location now.
I think it's a simple solve. They either force spawn you back at your home location or they force spawn you at your last port of call. Now, do you call that teleporting? I guess you could, but I call it spawning. I mean, it is, after all, a game, and you actually have to start from somewhere.
So, real quick. Yeah, 100% agree. But say, I don't know, and the captain's like delayed an hour. Like, there's going to be like situations where you are locked out of the game because of that. And like, Idris persists. Like, it doesn't go away. It spawns in with you. And you say, hey, on my Mobiglass, I'm actually all done here. Take me back to Orison. It just feels like, I don't know, like you bedlogged for a reason and now it's gone. And like the whole thing with like group bedlogging is that everyone has to bedlog at the same time and they all have to jump back in at the same time. It just feels like an unnecessary limiting factor to gameplay.
That is, I think that's a problem. That's not this is a good idea and it's a good thing, but it's not the problem they're trying to solve, because the problem they're trying to solve right now is grouping up. And I feel like that's a good idea, but it's one of those things where it'll eventually have to happen down the road. But
yeah, grouping up is always the biggest barrier of entry to this game.
Well, the first part they have to fix is being able to bedlog on someone else's ship.
The first thing they have to fix is social tools that work.
I mean, we also got to think about things like persistence, being able to log back in where you last were. Those are all things that like, and this is why, like I said, this is a problem. This is this is a solution looking for a problem. Like there's so many other things that are broken. Yeah. Like get those done first, and then maybe talk about teleportation.
Well, they need to fix the flight model first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
every time he humbles us.
If today's any metric, they need to learn how to release a patch first.
Release a patch, fix the flight model. Yeah. Speaking of things, this show doesn't run itself. Yeah. We are humbled and exist because of the kindness of our sponsors. And this week we have another sponsor this week. This week's sponsor is
Rest and Relax. With over 20 locations in the Tri-System area, Rest and Relax has all the conveniences you need when you need them. So set your imprint and visit anytime, because at Rest and Relax, we're only a backspace away.
Nice. It is the Tri-System area. Nice. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, we're stuck in space, New Jersey.
Oh no!
Backspace.
Where's Atlantic
Backspace.
City? Let me gamble a little bit. Huh?
This is the
CIG,
reason.
come on. Give me some loot
This is the
boxes.
reason why I stay in Knicks, because it's the Pine
Yes.
Barrens. So I'm okay with living with the Jersey Devil.
There you go. There you go. Look, so this week is DefenseCon. We haven't even touched. That's how large this game is.
Yeah.
The biggest event of the year. We haven't touched on DefenseCon other than to shit on them for not releasing the patch in time. But we do have DefenseCon coming up, so I do like our episodes to be a little bit evergreen, but sometimes you got to be timely. We have the Ironclad coming out, which we spoke a little bit about. What is there another Drake ship coming out?
Bulldog or Pitbull? What is it?
Pitbull.
Pitbull.
I call it
Pitbull. That's
Bulldog.
what it is.
I keep calling it Pit Bulldog, and people got mad at me. I'm like, I'm glad somebody else got
Yeah.
the name wrong as well.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
you've been getting action.
Yes, I've been getting them actually.
Actually.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, we're not gonna spend time talking about that. Whatever. Snooze, Drake, snub. Who cares? Whatever. They.
Let's talk about the Starlight.
Now there are the Starlight. We can talk about. It looks cool. A little bit of refueling. Need a
Doesn't
refueling
look like it's
ship.
going to
Hopefully that
have
refueling
fuel
stuff will work.
pods. Though. It looks like it's going to be internal. It looks like.
It kind of has its own big fuel pod, but it's sort of on its side in the middle of it.
That's it. All right, I got to look at that again.
Yeah. I maybe this is gonna sound disrespectful, but it's such a
Oh, go for it. That's what we do
it's such
here.
a chubby little bastard. it's so fucking like big. It's not fat.
I like it.
It's a chode, man.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a puffer fish. You know, it's just this big. He's oh Lord, he coming. It's just a very fat feline lumming at
Yeah.
you.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's my ship,
like
baby.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's deceptively big. It's like, oh, it looks pretty small, and then you look at the where the seat is, and it's like, holy shit, this thing is huge.
Yeah.
It's not as big as you. It's not as
Yeah.
big as you want it to be or hope it will be, but it's not as small as you think it would be. It's like
Well,
a
it's basically
C2 or a C1, I should say.
Well, it's like the front of the
size.
Star Lancer without, just kind of squished in the back.
Yeah.
And it looks like it has two large fuel pods that are mounted laterally in a line there. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, we also have an Origin fighter coming in. I'm missing something
Matey.
here.
M80.
And then the
That's
Yeah,
the
the
M80,
Tiburon.
but
You're missing the Tiburon.
the
Oh,
Tiburon, yeah,
shark.
the hammerhead shark
Freaking laser beam.
laser gunship. All really cool. Not really too many surprises here. I don't want to talk about the ships that are coming out. I want to talk about the ships that aren't coming out. I want to talk about, particularly as we mentioned last week, as our good friend Cosmic Hobo, who is not with us this week, fortunately. I tried to get his mom on, but she's busy. But we were talking about Consolidated Outland.
Yeah.
And Consolidated Outland, a manufacturer that has been teased at with the Forge and gotten no love.
Maybe they have some
What?
Elon Musk remorse.
Do you think that scared him
Maybe.
away? They're like, we can't
They're
do
like,
this
we
anymore.
went full in on Elon, and now
we put all our cards on this.
put it all in, and now he's showing his true colors.
Listen. Matthew Musk there, Matthew McConaughey and Elon Musk having a baby is a great with Silas Kerner. He's fantastic.
Yes,
but I can tell you why we don't have a CNOU ship. It's because all of the CNOU ships are either based off of the new ones are either based off of fabrication, ground extraction, or base building.
Mm-hmm.
And we only have
that's
one of those three.
Shtick.
Yeah, because we've got the what is it called? There's one that they showed off before. It's like the Forge.
The Forge.
I think that's what it is.
The Forge.
Yeah,
that
right,
ship
to me seems like a dream.
Yeah, that one they need ground extraction, which they need Genesis, the new Genesis system in to actually work. And the other one's the Pioneer. So it's kind of like how we have to a degree, the Kraken is sort of just the Ironclad scaled up, because a lot of the stuff that's in the Ironclad Assault and Ironclad are going to end up being in the Kraken, and how I'm pretty sure that the Liberator is sort of the precursor to the Odin that's coming out. It's just a lot of the stuff that they were planning with CNOU is all on things that just aren't available in game yet. So they're delaying until those are ready.
And I got to think.
No, but they were
Makes sense.
cocky.
Yeah, they got.
Sorry, Noobs, I just want to say they were arrogant.
They got that swag. They got that swagger. A little
We'll have this out by 2026, Christmas 2025.
Yeah.
And then nothing. If only we had someone from CIG on the show that we could talk to about this.
If you ask YouTube, I'm already the head of CIG. So the amount of comments I get being like, stop doing lore and start releasing the game.
Yeah, get your shit together, man. I like Consolidated Outland. Who's this? What's going on here?
We could call Jens. See if
you want to give Jens a call?
We can, yeah. Did you want me to?
Duke, can you plug us in? See
sure.
if
we're officially doing a bit now, but yeah, we'll do that. All right.
You don't
way to blow it.
Yeah. What do you? Fuck, Duke, you're fired.
You just broke the fourth wall.
We have no walls anymore.
Murphy Jack, hook us in.
We're all couch.
Well, unfortunately, all our
lines are busy.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no, it's okay. We'll take a class later.
Vetoed.
Bring. I'll take care of it.
They're all too busy trying to fix 4.8. That's why they're not here.
Bring.
Yep. Or advising against scammers.
Hello.
Is this Jens?
Yeah.
Is this Jens from Frankfurt, Deutschland?
Yes. I am from Europe.
Jens, I'm here live. This is JarJarJabroni calling from Open Comms Radio, and I'm here with some of the usual guys on the couch. We got Wiki, we got Murphy Jack, BroccoliRob, and Duke later. We have a special guest with us at the Astropub. Jens, we were wondering, what's your problem? Why do you hate the Consolidated Outland?
Well, they were designed by Dave, and no one likes Dave.
Dave, who's Dave?
He's no longer here.
What happened to Dave?
You don't want to know.
All right, that was Jens fucking Flores from CIG. Everybody, brilliant.
Sorry,
must have been
brilliant.
Walk me into that one.
It was the same thing that happened
Jesus
to the guy that was designing the Band of Merchantmen. So that guy left, right? And he took like his whole team with him.
Yeah, he took his files.
Where did they go? Didn't they go? They went to some game that already failed, I think.
They went to Ubisoft.
Yeah. So they went somewhere that's always failing. I got
Paul Jones. Paul Jones was promised his own game at Ubisoft, and he brought a bunch of people with him. And they jumped on at the exact wrong moment in Ubisoft's career.
Ouch.
Yeah.
They just got immediately laid off. Is that what
happened?
happened?
Pretty much. I think they'd been working for a couple of years, and they got hoisted. I don't know what they were working on, but I assumed it was something that's similar to Star Citizen, but we had never heard anything. I haven't heard any rumors from it. I kept my ear to the ground because I'm like, I'd love to see what Paul Jones is doing, but I'm last I heard, Paul Jones is looking for work. So, and he's moving back to Manchester.
He was working on a Star Wars video game starring BB-8.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't play that, but I'd play one starring Chopper.
It was a platformer.
It was a platformer with BB-8. Yeah. It sounded pretty cool.
Give me Chopper any day, and I'll play it. Like BB-8 can go suck it, but someone build that game.
You just want to commit some genocide. You want to commit some war crimes. That's what you're looking for.
I mean, yeah, and be able to cuss on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, fair point. Yeah, so Consolidated Outland, we're probably not gonna get anything. I mean, maybe Christmas. When do we think they're gonna have Genesis in the game?
4.9, right?
Hasn't been in 4.9. Is that the idea?
Love it.
If 4.8 releases today, maybe the latest tomorrow. As soon as 4.8 releases, the talk for 4.9 will start. So 4.8 will be old news, and everybody will be wondering when the first Evocati of 4.9 will come out. So we'll probably get that next week.
This Wednesday, I
Really?
guess like a week. Well, they said the next roadmap roundup is going to be first taste of 4.9.
That's going to be
The next
Well,
Wednesday.
I guess
July.
I guess there's something to be said for rapid development now because they seem to be really ramping it up, and it to me
Quad
it
code.
makes me kind of hopeful.
Quad code.
It makes me hopeful that they're ramping up so quickly because that means there's more assets coming to the SC, hopefully leaving Squadron, and then B, that means we're getting closer and closer to 1.
Possibly. I mean, I am one of those guys who thinks they're just going to shadow drop Squadron 42 because at this point, why the fuck not?
God,
They doubled down on it.
Just punch me in the dick right now. All right, like I've already,
Sure.
I'm already a Titanfall fan. You don't have to like just run over me with a car twice in a row. I hate the idea
Why
of
would
the
that
shadow
hurt
drop.
you so much? Why? What's
So
wrong with the shadow
Titanfall's
drop?
shadow drops are great for companies that actually have games that have released and have fan base that will
Well,
buy them.
well, hey,
Hey, hold on.
Not so good for a brand new IP that's coming out for the first time, because you want to like actually like release something to you want to get like people who know your game exists.
But according to
before
Chris
you have
Roberts,
it.
everyone knows.
Chris Roberts is
That
an
was his
idiot
point.
when it comes to that. That's like the last. When was the last marketing push for Squadron? It was 2023.
I was there.
Yeah,
LA
yeah.
CitizenCon.
I
A
was
lot of
there.
us
I
were
held the
there.
line.
Yep.
Fucking young fools, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah.
eating that shit
So
up.
hyped.
I was there in the
Screaming.
wrong
I
cosplay.
left my wife. I just said, go do something, lady.
I-
And I went there with you guys. It smelled like sweat. It smelled like gym shoes in that place. You know what I mean?
it was
Duke spent money for the first time in 10
10
years
years.
at that con.
Yep.
it was a very, very weird experience because I was there and I was talking with another content creator and someone stopped, turned around and looked at me and said, "Wait, are you the Astro Historian?" They didn't see me because my back was facing them. They just heard me talk and recognized me by my voice. And I was like, if I got to the point where people know me just by my voice, that is terrifying. That someone can identify me just by my voice. And I realized that that person probably listened to me in the shower.
That's right.
That's you and Amaranth.
But yeah, like the last time was it 2024 that they did the big like playthrough they did in Manchester? So like 2023 and 2024, the last time they did any advertising for Squadron at CitizenCon, and it's been nothing since. So they need to just at least release something to be like, hey, remember this thing exists? So people go, oh right, that thing exists. That's why I'm so because here's the thing. I absolutely do not want them to shadow drop. But knowing Chris Roberts, he absolutely would shadow drop. He'd just be like, oh, by the way, it's coming out 2 weeks. Enjoy.
Yeah. I think they should. Now, this show here, we had some predictions. Pretty much everyone at this point had similar predictions. Wicket, I remember you saying, if they don't do something by March or at the latest April, it's not coming out this year. Everybody had a very similar April-ish, May-ish timeline. Here we are, the night before DefenseCon. They can't even get the patch out. The Squadron 42 website is down, last time I checked at least. Meaning there's probably an update coming for that. This would be the final moment. Yeah, and this show, hopefully by the time this recording gets put on the tubes there's a patch out. If by this point, if you're listening to this and there's not a 4.8 patch out and we do not have DefenseCon happening, go outside.
Touch grass.
And if
you've waited long enough.
And if you're in the future still, can you call in right now and give us lottery numbers?
And give us lottery numbers.
Yeah.
But do we think Squadron 42 is going to come out this year still? Just very quick, one-word answers. We'll start with Astropub. Astropub, is Squadron 42 coming out in 2026?
Yes.
Whoa,
Well,
Lord Nubis?
I will reiterate because you said one-word answers. Potato.
Okay. That's his answer.
But I don't know what the fuck that
That's his
means.
answer.
Noted.
It doesn't
Potato?
matter what you feel about it. You said one word answer.
He switched the
Well-
answer.
Well, the answer is the same. It's just I would say I can't say the full explanation, so I just have to say potato.
Interesting. Lord Nubis? Potato.
I will say yes. It comes out in 2026. I will play it for approximately a month and a half, and I'll go back to Star Citizen.
Wow. Wicket 2026, Squadron 42.
Definitely.
Definitely. But I remember you saying if it's not out by April, it's not coming out.
I'm flexible.
Yeah, you are.
Murphy Jack, Squadron 42, 2026.
No.
Yeah, boy.
Naysayer.
BroccoliRob.
Yup.
Yup. All right, Dookie, what do you think, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just I'm gonna join Murphy Jack because I can't leave our leader alone. So we got 4 yeahs, 2 no's, and a potato.
I need
You
it.
want that kind of hard-hitting journalism? You've come to the
I
right
need
place.
this, man.
This is the place, and you should like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yeah, all that
Yeah.
stuff. If you made it this far, yeah, give us one of those, like, comments, subscribes. This is Open Comms Radio, your Star Citizen call-in show every what do we meet? Wednesdays?
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Astropub, what time do we meet Central Time?
8 Central,
8 o'clock Central Time.
which is
And in the
7
correct
Mountain.
time zone, it's 6 p.m.
Yeah, nobody get out of here,
Yeah,
West
right?
Coast. Go watch a sunset.
Go
Yeah.
The left
go
coast.
go enjoy moderate temperatures year round. God damn it.
Yeah. You know, it was like 71 with a little bit of drizzle in the morning. It's been nice.
Yeah,
Happens at
and
old
you're
age.
gonna
Would you say you had a golden shower this morning?
look come back to me when it's when in the burning hot summer of in August when it's 73.
Oh, that's why I've got solar panels.
Good for you, Lord Nubis. Good for
Well,
you. Did you put those together? Do you have a whole, like, system there? You have, like, a
it,
NAS set up, or are you paying rent for the solar panels?
no. I'm buying them post market and putting them up myself.
Yeah,
Kind of
that sounds like you.
kind of an electronics guy now, so
Yeah, how's it working out for you? You
Just
got
paying the
old
bill.
solar panels?
Yeah. I mean, you could, if you put it together, you know how to swap it out. I mean, their ones are a little bit degraded, but it's fine. It still lowers my bills. It pays for electricity for the car.
New solar panels used to be like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, you can get stuff for like $100, like per panel.
Really?
From China.
No. From like
Oh, is that what they are?
locally, you got a lot of vendors who are no longer like doing a
Chinatown.
lot of installations,
They're from China.
and they have a lot of stuff left over. But we're talking like LG panels and stuff too, so it's not just China.
What country's LG?
Korea.
Is that Korea?
Made in China.
Yeah.
I'm going to read. I'm actually going to completely upon further review. My answer is completely wrong. It is not yes. It's not potato. It is in fact pumpkin.
Oh,
Oh, pumpkin. Okay.
now that
Well,
is
thanks for
cool.
clarifying.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do on the show here, we're gonna wrap things up very shortly. But before we do, Duke Leto, you want to read some comments?
Yeah. Occasionally we like to give back to the community, give everyone a spotlight who might not have been able to actually join us on the show. We are on where are we, Jar Jar? We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch.
Oh, we're all over the place.
We're on some stuff that I still never even looked at before. But
It's French. It's the French one.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
On
and if you
GeoCities.
can't join us live, leave a comment
We're on Penguin Town.
and we'll read it out loud here, and we'll make fun of you. We'll agree with you. We might even threaten you personally. But so we had it was some really good ones, which is so at Viol Blight says, great podcast. No Citizen Con, no Guarantee Squadron this year, but the Tiburon looks cool from money. But important part there was great podcast.
Yeah, I like that one.
At ASOG88, that baby pit bull better have a quantum drive. I don't think it's
Okay.
gonna have one.
No
I'm
chance.
pretty sure that's definitely not happening. I don't think we're gonna read that one. That's love this show. Thank you, at Lethor.
Oh, I know who that is.
No, you don't.
He doesn't. His comments barely
at
count.
Furious Imp. What happened to the title? I think he's referring to the intro. It's obviously a fan of the old intro.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll edit that one out.
Yeah, that's good.
Bring back the old intro.
Wicket, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something, Wicket?
Bring back the old intro.
Yeah.
Get rid of the clown car song.
Yeah.
You know, we're on episode like 14 or 15 or whatever we are now of the second season.
I can't let it go.
We'll never give up and never
Wow.
surrender this cause. You got to understand that.
Okay.
And we got one more. This is
Astropub.
very.
Before wait a minute. Astropub, when we get done here, look at some of the earlier shows from last year. Just long enough to listen to the title, the intro title on YouTube.
The superior
and you'll
one.
see what we're talking about. The superior title intro.
Yeah, I use my creative liberties as master of the show or whatever. I don't know what my title
Master
is.
Blaster.
Supreme show leader. Yeah, Master
Master
Blaster.
You're the first one to bait everybody, so Master.
No, it's Master.
I don't know.
Yeah. That could work.
Masticator.
Baiter Master.
Masticator. Yeah.
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 Anyway, I made a new intro.
I
had to be done.
all I can say, because
I got a real
I'm
artist.
looking through your YouTube channel, and the first thing I thought is the YouTuber in me is like, God damn, y'all need to fix your thumbnails.
Hey. I'm proud of those. I can't tell you something. Don't know what
you're
I'm
getting
doing.
better at it. I'll say that. But yeah. No, trust me, it's the never ending search of fixing your thumbnail so that the almighty AI that runs the YouTube algorithm goes, yes, I shall ordain you with a new views. Here you go.
Does it look at the thumbnail?
It does. Well, sort of.
Interesting. Well, you'll have to share. You have to share your knowledge with us.
The very brief thing is it's the thumbnail gets you clicks, and the amount of clicks you get early on determines how much they want to promote it.
Yeah, but I don't know what's a good. I can't say something. It's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. There's some people who don't even
thumbnails. People don't realize.
Yeah.
The work that can go into a fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, but I will say you've gotten better. It's gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah, I think the same thing of the intro.
Now I'm gonna have to listen to your old one.
Laughable.
I gotta say the shorts work.
Yeah, all right. Enough of this.
Enough glad handing.
Yeah. Come on, move on.
Well, there was just one more. It was a gentleman called RN1441.
Is that the one for Cosmic Hobo?
No. This is just someone just generally, quality of life wish list type things. And obviously, this person he has a lot of feelings. Before even watching our podcast, he says, "Here are my top 10. 1, fix the problems with the basic physics and hit detection. 2, fix the ridiculous desync and interaction delay problems. 3, actually implement the gameplay systems that were sold. 4, actually implement the AI NPCs that were sold." This guy's going to actually the hell out of us. 5,
I'm going to interrupt you real quickly and say, I know RN1441. I recognize that name in the avatar.
No way.
And the only way I can respond to him is the way I've always responded to all of his posts, which is, sir, this is a whammers.
Fair enough.
All right, we won't give him any more time tonight then, because
it's fine. He didn't even watch the freaking video.
No, give him time. Everyone gets time.
All right. Actually implement the social features that any so-called MMO should have. Number 6,
Yeah.
actually deliver the dedicated servers and modding support that was sold. They sold the modding manual up to October 2023 for the dedicated servers. 7, stop pushing regressions of functionality to live. Test things, then deploy. Number 8, actually deliver
Jesus Christ.
chapter 1 of 3 or whatever Squadron 42 is now, so you have a prayer of finishing the game within our lifetime. 9, this one does not start with actually. Remove Aaron Roberts and put in someone who, who can actually create and follow a roadmap. This guy, he's like this. This guy is the final boss of actually. 10, stop using our money to put out marketing videos claiming CIG is the best at everything when they can't deliver working basics in year 14. I felt like that was a really good place for another actually. But that's it. Okay, well, thank you at
Wow.
RN1441.
Sounds like a
almost-
CEO.
Yeah,
Sir,
sir, this is a
this is a
Whammers.
Whammers.
Yeah,
Now you understand? Now you understand? Like,
we see.
Dude, I almost
Yeah.
that was a lot.
That was a lot.
I mean, they-
actually,
come on to the show, buddy. Come on. They have open comms. You can come
Yeah,
on.
come on,
and
we'll bring
you
you
can,
up.
we will
it's
give you a
great.
platform to come on here and
Yeah, dude, that's all we're
tell
doing here.
CIG exactly how you feel. And there's no
because
filter.
that's what we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want commenters who actually call into the show.
Well done, Lord Nubis. Well done, and well done, everybody here today. Everybody who called in. I love having you guys. It's a great time. BroccoliRob, I'm probably not going to be coming up to New York City, so.
Wow.
Why not?
Plans change. I was going to go for 3 days. I guess he's busy those 3 days now for work, so he's just going to come down and visit me.
Gotcha. Also, yeah, my brother-in-law is staying with us, so you would have been out on your ass.
Oh shit! Dude.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's what a guild gets you, folks. If you want to join a guild or an org and get friends, don't do it. Pay money, join a fraternity or a religious organization.
I started a whole Star Trek group.
There you go. There you go. Well, Astropub, I don't know if you've listened to Open Comms Radio before. Probably not, because you agreed to come on the show. But at the end of it, you're our special guest, so I will give you the last word to say anything you'd like to say.
Thank you for having me on. And you are all madmen, but this is the thing about Star Citizen is that it collects a bunch of crazies and it puts us all in one room together. So it's kind of like a civil service. So make sure if you're watching this or listening to this right now, you subscribe, you like, you follow, you leave a comment and a rating, whatever, to keep all of the crazies in the insane asylum tier together, so we do not come to your communities and tell you how to play League
or Magic.
Wow, thank you for that, Astropub.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We're looking for 2 stars. Anybody giving ratings? We're looking for 2-star ratings. I find that's where the good food lies. So, Astropub, what we usually do here is at the end of the show we go around backwards, and we ask everybody if there's anything they'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet. Our last guest today was BroccoliRob. BroccoliRob, is there anything you'd like to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Social tools, please. Same thing I say every week.
Long time. Murphy Jack, anything you want to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Yeah, with Rob Social Tools, and we need more player interaction. So that's right in there with Social Tools, right?
So you're saying more fast travel?
No fast travel, just more relying on other players for things. Which, hey, this patch, it's probably going to be, maybe it'll be a lot of that. UEX is going to be going crazy probably, so it's good.
Yeah. What Wicket? Anything you want to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
Here it comes.
Well. Sandy Roberts, you're in charge of marketing, I think. Start marketing. we should start seeing some kind of hype happening for the Squadron
Oh
to
my
be
God.
released later this year.
Bro, you just gave me the thought that, like, what if Chris Roberts has been the entire time intending to be marketing Squadron 42, and Sandy is just so bad at her job, but because they're married,
He can't do anything about
can't do anything about it. So there's just no marketing, and so he
It's
just now he's in
hey,
this
hey,
situation where
Sandy.
he's like,
Do
do I
you think
release
we're
it?
gonna release that marketing next week?
Oh, Chris, you know we're going to my mother's this
Oh,
weekend.
right,
Oh,
right.
right.
It's just it's kind of a
Right,
big
indeed.
deal.
Uh,
Yeah. Is she English? Is she British?
Australian.
We didn't we do this last
Australian.
episode?
We talked
Oh,
about
all
this the other
right,
day.
right. Oh, Chris, I
Oh,
did
Jesus,
that.
yeah, you
naturally.
did.
Okay, cool.
Let's not do it again.
And
Lor-
in 2 weeks, wait a minute. One more thing.
yeah.
2 weeks from now is the 27th of May. It's a Wednesday. It'll be a show day. We'll be celebrating our Lord and Savior Chris Roberts' birthday.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
the
we're doing a
announcement
special
of
show.
Squadron's release date.
You know what? Chris is just egotistical enough that he might actually do that.
Is it really his birthday?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
2 weeks
Squadron's
from
gonna be
today.
announced then. All
The,
right,
the Sunday
gonna
before
release this
is
year.
Aaron Roberts' birthday. Or not
Sandy.
Aaron,
Julia
Sandy.
Roberts.
Sandy
is this-
Roberts.
We're
Julia Roberts.
And then Julia Roberts' birthday is the week after. Yeah, we're doing
The
The
third
Squadron 42.
third Roberts' sibling is actually Julia Roberts. She just doesn't want to.
The Dynasty.
And then John Roberts, Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah.
His birthday's in a few weeks, but we're not going to do anything for that one.
No.
We're going to let that one pass.
That's just to piss off the commenters that happen to comment.
That don't like us getting political.
That don't like us getting political.
Listen, I'm going to get
Uh,
political and just say that the current imperator is doing nothing wrong. All right. Anybody who thinks that the current imperator is absolutely wrong has no idea.
Oh
They're
shit,
making everything
dude.
great.
I just want to say before we stop the show, I just want to say a comment in the Twitch channel. Meme Dog, one of our guildies, he's bemoaning the fact it's 4 a.m. in his part of the world. And there's no 4.8.
Fuck meme, dude. Meme, you go to bed,
Fucking
bro.
Europeans, man.
It'll be
in
it'll
Europe.
be there later.
He's an old Europe.
Okay, it'll be there later. You don't have to stay up. It's not like it's going to disappear just because you're asleep.
He doesn't have a job, so whatever. He'll be fine.
Oh,
I hate to out him. Lord Nubis, anything you want to say to CIG, Chris Roberts, or the people on the internet?
I want to say to the people on the internet and to Astropub, Astro Historian, thank you for being such awesome people. Thank you for coming on, and we hope to still have this show going on for years and years and years after this game becomes a success,
Well,
like it's looking like it's turning into being, obviously Star Wars Galaxy style. And
Of course.
keep listening to the only, as you said, public service that can result in a sentence of community service.
Astropub, is there anything you'd like to suggest CIG, Chris Roberts, to the people on the internet?
Please return my calls. All right, like I've been trying to call for the last 10 years and you've never picked up. Please. In all honesty, I'd love to. If very serious right now, please tell me something or tell us something about Squadron 42, because the inmates are getting restless and I don't know how long we can all handle not knowing if it's going to even release this year.
Amen.
Shadow drop. 2 weeks from today.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
Unforeseen. Well, Duke, we did it.
We did it. All on our own.
You and me.
No help.
All by
1,000
ourselves.
years.
Yep.
Just the two of us.
1,000 years. Duke, Leto, and
Jar
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 Jar.
and Duke. Together forever.
On the radio waves.
Coming to you
Yep.
in your shower.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
Well, Duke, you know what to do now.
Yep. Doot 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 doot.
Da 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 da.